let's make some ribs. First, we gotta get something to drink. Going with some ranch water, absolutely delicious. All right, so what we have here is a St. Louis rib. And first thing we gotta do is kind of clean this up, trim off any fat, anything that we don't like. We'll just kind of come in and just clean that up real easy. I don't want to pull a whole lot off of here. One trick that I want to give you, if your cutting board is sliding around on your countertop, what you can do is put a non-slip mat underneath it, or wet yourself a paper towel and put it under there, and it'll stop it from sliding. So once our ribs are nice and cleaned up, which these look great, these are beautiful looking ribs, there is a silver skin on the back of this rib. You can see that silver skin right there. That has got to go, because no matter how long we cook these ribs, if we don't pull that off, that's going to make them tough and chewy. Now, it's actually pretty easy. What I like to do is start on one end and kind of dig my knife underneath it just a little bit like that. And then sometimes I'll grab a paper towel if I struggle with it because it's kind of slippery. And you just kind of use a paper towel to kind of lift up and just run your finger underneath it. And you're slowly going to peel that off, peel that back. Looks like that. So now that our ribs are all cleaned up, trimmed up, ready to go, we're gonna do 2 racks today. I like to move them over to a cookie sheet just because it makes it where the seasoning doesn't get all over the place. All right, so what I do is I come in with a little bit of French's yellow mustard, and we're gonna come in here and we're gonna squirt some mustard on these. And the main reason is we're gonna try to give something for the seasoning to kind of stick to. So this will be a nice little flavor for us. So we'll just brush this on. The next part comes down to your personal preference. Now I'm going to go with what's called Carolina rub. This is Carolina Brewery. This is just a dry rub that I like. I like it for fish, chicken, ribs, pork butts. Anytime I'm doing any kind of rubs or seasoning, this is what I like. And we're going to be really liberal with this. And we're going to come in here. Again, that's why we put the mustard on there. We want to have it something to stick to. We're going to rub this in, make sure it gets all stuck on there. And we're going to flip it over. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. All right, so the last step we're going to do is we're going to wrap these up in some aluminum foil. So what I like to do is pull out 2 big strips of aluminum foil, about the same length, and I kind of overlap it about 50%. And then we're going to take our ribs on top of our aluminum foil, and then we're just going to wrap it up just like that. And I like to tuck my ends up just like that. And then I've got a clean baking sheet. I'll just throw it just on there just like that. So after we've got them wrapped, what we're going to do is we're going to put this in a 300-degree oven for about 3.5 to 4 hours. So these ribs have been in the oven for about 3 hours now. Now comes the fun part. We're going to baste them with our favorite barbecue sauce. Now I'm going with Sweet Baby Ray's just because that's what I like, but you could certainly do whatever you want. So we're just going to brush on some barbecue sauce. And then we're going to stick these back in the oven for another hour. But every 15 minutes, we're going to pull these out and do this very same thing. We're just going to repeat this. And basically what's going to happen is the sugars inside this barbecue sauce are going to caramelize and get sticky and gooey and just absolutely delicious.